This is where Ravensburger manufactures its puzzles. But how is a puzzle made? It all starts with an editorial meeting. This is where we determine the target group, the number of pieces, and a rough theme for the new puzzle. We also create initial sketches and a mood board. Once the team has reached an agreement, the illustrator is called in. That's Jonas Jüdiker, illustrator and a true expert in fantasy and nature-inspired images.
I get my ideas when I'm out walking in the forest. For example, I see the sun shining beautifully through the leaves, and it inspires me so much that when I go home, I sit down and start sketching straight away.
Jonas starts with simple layouts. Depending on the image, the final version takes between 10 and 150 hours to complete. A magic deer took almost 100 hours. When he's finished, there are 3 to 4 slightly different images. These are sent to the puzzle editorial team. The editor in charge selects the final image, paying particular attention to very specific details.
A good puzzle image must not only be easy to assemble, it must also look appealing. To get the best out of our image here, I adjust a few details in Photoshop. For example, brightness and color, so that when our puzzler starts putting the pieces together, they have the best possible puzzle experience.
Now the actual production of the puzzle begins. The magic deer will come to life on this printing machine. It will be printed in 4 colors on special linen-embossed paper. This ensures that the surface of the image is reflection-free. By the way, our paper comes from 100% sustainably managed forests, including the Black Forest in southern Germany. But back to the puzzle production. The printing machine can produce 18,000 of these sheets per hour. But before the printer gives the green light, he checks every detail and the correct color values. Is everything okay? Then let's go! Of course, this paper is much too thin to use for a puzzle. That is why the next step is lamination. That's what we call the process in which the sheet with the printed image is pressed onto the previously glued surface of the special blue Ravensburger cardboard on a conveyor belt with press rollers. And then it finally becomes a real puzzle. And this is how. First, the shapes of the puzzle pieces are drawn by hand. Then, during the next 6 weeks, experienced toolmakers create individual cutting knives by bending a 65-meter-long, sharp steel band. Genuine craftsmanship. Each shape is unique, and no 2 puzzle pieces are the same. The next step, die cutting. In this process, the razor-sharp die-cutting tool, which has a force of nearly 800 tons, cuts the magic deer into 1,000 unique puzzle pieces with grooves and tabs. To ensure that the pieces fit perfectly together later, it is important to have a clean and dust-free edge. This is where quality control comes in. Once approved, the puzzle pieces find their place in the specially designed box. Incidentally, the box is manufactured with the same level of care as the puzzle itself. The so-called box assembling device closes and seals the puzzle boxes with adhesive labels and takes the magic deer on a world tour. It will travel to more than 100 countries, and even though it is one of over 2,000 Ravensburger puzzles, every puzzle has one piece that is always special. The very last puzzle piece.